Got another dead animal. This one looks a lot like a coyote, and it's pretty close to Jaques' house. I don't know, you know anything about that, Jaques? I'm sure you do. So here we've got the bulls that we leased from Jorgensen's. We had them out with our heifers in Wyoming. You can see they're perfect heifer bulls, just little 2-year-olds. We're gonna get them back to them, so we don't need them anymore. We got them in the corrals when we preg checked. I think we're either bringing them back to Jorgensen's or they're gonna come pick them up. So they'll just be here maybe a couple more days and then they'll be gone. What, Oliver? You got a goofy haircut, buddy. Hey, kitty. Oh. The millet behind the house isn't looking too bad. Just starting to get some heads pop up. So it's probably gonna start growing pretty good here in the next week. I need to be cutting hay. We're getting kind of behind, but the windrower is actually broke down. A skid plate broke off the header and I ran it over, put a hole in the tire. We called them, they're gonna come out and get a new tire on there this morning or sometime today, and then I'm gonna bring the windrower down from up top and fix that skid plate, weld it back on, and then hopefully we can get back to cutting. But yeah, we're getting a little behind. We've been having some mechanical issues, some electrical issues with one of the sensors that keeps shutting the windrower down. But we got a new sensor, have that on, so we should be good there, no more problems there. Once we get the new tire and the skid plate on, I should be able to go. So probably gonna have a few little bit of longer days, just trying to catch back up. Otherwise we're gonna have a lot of hay ready all at once. Just gonna spray some weeds this morning. We do a lot of spot spraying on all of our pasture ground outside of the hills and in the hills, just to stay on top of the weeds. Especially up in the hills, it can get really bad. And the Forest Service, which borders a lot of our private ground, they don't really have the resources to spray, you know, all the Forest Service land. So we try and stay on top of our property and just keep the weeds a little bit suppressed, because it can get out of control up there. And pretty soon you have no grass for your cows, it's all weeds. These little purple flowers are Canadian thistles. It's mostly what we spray outside of the hills, and any other thistles being, you know, Scotch or musk, or spray a lot of creeping Jenny outside of the hills, and there's a whole bunch of them. But up in the hills we spray a lot of St. John's wort, we spray spotted knapweed, any thistles. It's really bad up there. You guys will see there's some terrible patches of St. John's wort and stuff that just overtake everything. We try and stay on top of it. I just scared up a really nice buck. I'm gonna see if I can get close to him. And they're still growing, and he looked good. Still in velvet. We'll see if I can track him down. I know these tanks are full of algae, and somebody will probably say something, but we don't have any livestock in here now, so it's not a big deal. But my family actually used to raise trout along with ranching. I don't know anything about raising trout, but we had some ponds and raised some trout, and they would clean them, bring them to restaurants, stock ponds. And these tanks they used for, you know, the little minnows and stuff, and eggs, incubating eggs, whatever. I don't know a thing about that stuff, so I probably sound like a fool. But my grandpa, I talked him into doing we're gonna do a video. He's gonna talk about all the history of the ranch, so that's gonna probably be coming in a few weeks. I gave him a little time to prepare, so I'm sure he'll go into raising trout and everything, and you guys can hear about that. But I always thought it was kind of interesting. They were done before I came along doing that, and my dad said it was a lot of work, not really worth the time, but yeah, still kind of interesting. I got a new friend, praying mantis. Go on, get out of here, bud. You don't see many of them around here. Something got a deer back here, or an antelope, I can't really tell. It's pretty small, maybe it was an antelope. Or the coyotes or something. Probably the coyotes. We had a field here of oats. It was probably the best oats that we're ever gonna have out here. You can see we got a decent amount of bales off of it. I don't know what the count was exactly, but we were really happy with it. Looks like some rain is coming in the hills. I don't know if it's gonna get us down here. My dad ran up to the hills to check the cows, check some gates, check the water, just make sure everything's where it needs to be. So I'm assuming he's gonna get rained on up there. And I think Jaques is just out in some of our fields bunching up some bales, getting some semi-loads together. He'll probably make it over here sometime, but we don't take our bales to a big stack yet until September and October because we're still in the lightning season. So if we get them all in a big stack, have it hit by lightning, burn up a whole bunch of bales, it's not a good deal. So we just put them in semi-loads, and we'll come get them in September and October. Except on the irrigated, we like to get that off so we can turn the pivots back on. But this drier ground stuff, we'll just come get later. Got some yucca. These aren't a weed, but I think the Native Americans used to eat these. Just kidding. See, it kind of just looks like some sort of fruit, like a cucumber or something. I don't know if I'd eat it or not. Should probably do a little research before I try it. You guys need help or you got it? Huh?
Don't know yet.
Don't know yet? Alright.
We might soon.
I'll stick around. Where are you gonna bring it? Just to the house?
No, we're bringing it to John Deere in there.
With the tractor?
Fix a valve and then couldn't get it done without the load.
Oh,
You push that cylinder.
the whole thing?
Yeah.
Push it on the bottom.
Is that better?
Just a little bit more.
Okay.
I'd have to shorten the tape.
The loader's just having trouble lifting it high enough to get it on the trailer. What do you think, Jack?
Well,
Having a good day so far?
yeah, it's nice. It feels like fall.
That feels so good.
It's nice not being 106.
And sweaty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, it is nice.
Feels livable again.
Right. Feel more energized.
Yeah. It's
So
a little heavy though.
I know, I'm surprised I can't lift it up very far.
But like it gets to a point and then it just quits.
All it's got.
Yeah.
Hopefully this will help. Let this car go by. Since our loader's having trouble lifting it, we're gonna put the trailer in the ditch a little.
Yeah, if he's like in the ditch,
Should be able to.
high enough on the road and just set it
Right.
right on there.
Yeah, then it's gonna be
Then you
pretty
gotta go.
tough.
I'd back
Unless
up
over
all
here.
the way and just come in straight.
Oh.
You can't go any further.
Yeah, I'd say maybe back up on the load jet and coming straight like over the ditch. The trailer kind of sits flat. Bottom there.
I know. Maybe that'll work.
Should work.
Yeah, a little better. Move, should be on there good.
Just gotta sand it to get out of the ditch.
Yeah.
Sand it!
There we go. Are you gonna go stack then, Jeff?
Oh, that was easy.
Yeah, that wasn't bad at all.
Well,
So,
success.
my mom said she has lunch for us. Are you gonna be stacking?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Maybe you just, okay, if you need a ride, you can let me know.
Sounds good.
Or yeah, we'll just see. I'll either be spraying or working on the windrower.
Yeah.
So,
Do some weeds.
yeah, yep.
Right.
Okay, see you later. Some honey sounds really good. Is it worth the price I will pay? I don't think so. Not today. So that loader goes with our John Deere 7600. We brought that tractor in a few days ago, or a few videos ago, if you guys remember seeing that. So we took the loader off to get the tractor onto the trailer that they brought into their shop, but I guess they needed the loader too to work on a valve. So my dad's gonna bring it over to the John Deere dealer and they'll use it to work on the tractor. Got another dead animal. This one looks a lot like a coyote, and it's pretty close to Jaques' house. I don't know, you know anything about that, Jock? I'm sure you do. No, I remember he shot this coyote this last winter, and we just left it here, so. Should take his teeth, though. They kind of look cool. Hey, little buddy. And I rode right by him and he made a squeal. I was hoping I didn't hit him, but I didn't. He's running off. He looks happy. I talked to the tire guys on the phone and they said they aren't gonna get out here today and they might not even get out here tomorrow. So the very bare minimum, we won't be back out cutting until part of the day tomorrow. It's kind of a bummer. It was too bad we missed out on today cutting hay and part of tomorrow already. So, oh well, that's just the way it is. We are a little behind, but we'll catch back up. And hopefully by the next video, we're back out cutting hay, or we're getting the tire fixed and getting the header fixed. So anyway, thank you guys for coming along. Do really appreciate it. I ended up just spraying weeds the rest of the day, which is fine. We got to get that done sometime anyway, so it's not a big deal, but you know. Anyway, thank you guys for coming. We'll see you in the next one. Really appreciate you coming along.